Hey guys, and welcome to the first official video of Diecast Dude, a diecast channel for Hot Wheels and all your other types of diecast cars. And today we will be opening up a bunch of mystery packs from a fan. Now, I don't know if he wants his name said, but all I can say is that he's the connection from Los Angeles, that's for sure. Now let's get into it with the first packet. That's what I'm going to start with. So I have everything laid out here. There's a lot to fit, so game mode. Let me quickly stack it all up. Okay, so I've decided to start with this packet because, as every single other packet here, I'm completely blind to what's inside. Now, the first car we get out of it is, it'll come out, a Porsche 917 LH. Now, I've seen this one in blue, like a light blue and a dark blue, but I think the red's a newer color for it. So that's the first car. The next car is a Mercedes-AMG GT3. Now this is a full-on circuit-based race car, which I think I've seen this one in blue too. I actually saw this one at Dollar General earlier when we went to go look at Hot Wheels and all that stuff, so I saw it in blue. It's pretty cool. Speaking of seeing it in blue, would you look at that? Speaking of seeing it in blue, would you look at that? Now, this is the SRT Viper GTS-R, which I know this was definitely not sold stock like that, but it is definitely a pretty interesting casting. This is actually one of my favorites, if I gotta say. That's pack one. Let's get on to the second packet. Ooh, fancier card here. Now, this is the Zamax series, which is technically unpainted Hot Wheels cars with decals and all that stuff. So, it's just a Hot Wheels car without paint, essentially. It's pretty cool. This is the Buick GSX, by the way. Ooh, here you go. This is a really old one. A Porsche 911 GT1. This is the 1998, which I could have sworn they actually sold this car, a road legal version of it, when it was released for, I think, GT. It was some sort of track race, and they ended up selling this car, and you can buy it from the factory. It's pretty cool. Oh, I like this one. This is the Pikes Peak Celica. The Pikes Peak Celica was a car used in Pikes Peak racing. I think they had a Toyota Tacoma too, like some truck and all that. But this is pretty cool to see. I always want more of this casting. Ooh, 24/7. This is a really cool casting. It looks like the Veilside RX-7 from the Fast and Furious movies, if you look at it actually. It's pretty cool. Now this one here, this is cool. I recently got another version of this. This is Roger Dodger. Speaking of that car, they recently released Roger Dodger 2.0, which is like a revamped version of this car. So I'll have to show that one in a later video because I still got one in packet. I'll probably buy another one, open it, and then try it on track maybe. Do a whole video dedicated to trying those ones and all that. Let's packet two. Ooh, I like this one. Volkswagen Käfer Racer. Now, I don't know much about this car. I know that it has somewhat of a Beetle-like body. It's like a body kit for the Beetle from what I know. I'm not too informed on this one, so correct me if I'm wrong there. Ooh, I've seen this one in blue, I think. It's a Volkswagen Golf GTI. There's not much I can really say about this one. I don't know much about the Volkswagen, so... have a race-off between the two. How about it? An all Volkswagen race-off. That would be pretty cool to do. Now this is the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. I recall this one being used in a Fast and Furious movie. I think it was Fast and Furious 8. It was like running alongside a train or something like that. It was all silver. It was pretty cool looking. And it was neat to see that car as a Hot Wheels casting. This is the Roadster, spelled with 3 R's, so you have to start its name out, Roadster. But I know they also have another version of this car. I think it's called Fast Feline. It's one with like a fixed top, so if you get them both, you have a Roadster version of that car. Oh. I haven't seen this one in this color, if I'm gonna be honest there. I've never seen this car in this color. It is the 57 Chevy. A pretty neat car, if I gotta say. Looks really cool. The 70 Chevelle SS wagon. One's more like the Volkswagens. There's not much I can really say about these old Chevys. I don't know too much about the brand. There is one car I do know a lot about, which is the Chevrolet SSR. It'd be cool to see that as a Hot Wheels casting. The 69 Dodge Coronet Super B. I don't know really how to pronounce it, but this one kind of reminds me of the old Roadrunner from, I think it was Plymouth Roadrunner. Here we have an old Chevy Nova. This one's a bit low. Most of these older Chevys are quite low, so if you ever get any of them, don't expect them to work in the loops. That's all you can kind of say there. A 68 Mercury Cougar. I've heard a bit about this one. I don't think I've seen it in stores, if I gotta say. I do like the fact that it looks like it's got a bit of a Flunder fare to it, like a wide body. I'd keep your eye out for this one. Packet done. Oh, I see the Forza. This is gonna be the Senna, I bet. It is the McLaren Senna. This is a new car McLaren recently released, and it's I think the cover car for Forza Horizon 4. This is a very neat casting. It doesn't work too well in the loops, but I think the look of it makes up for that. I suggest you keep your eye out for this one. I ought to have a Senna race off with all these. Just to have a race off with this bunch of Sennas. That'd be crazy. The Dark Knight Batmobile. I've seen the Batman stuff in stores. I never really got any of it. I was never too interested, but this is pretty neat, I gotta say. I do like the way that this one was designed. What's next? The GoPro car. Now, if we had the Hero 5, which we should look into getting it, so then I can hook it up to this and then be able to run this on the track and then film it, go run it behind a car maybe. But this thing is compatible with the GoPros to where you can hook a GoPro up to it and run it on a Hot Wheels track. Maybe trail it behind a Hot Wheels car to film the track. It's pretty cool. What are you doing there? Get out there. Now, here's another one. This is another color variation. I've seen green, but I've never seen red. This is a new color. Oh wait, I'm reaching to an empty pack, guys. Hello. Ooh, Copo Camaro. This is a pretty neat one. I know they got one in dark blue, from what I remember. Looks very cool. I could have sworn that, oh yeah, there it is. This car sold with skinny wheels on the front, like an actual drag car. It's got giant wheels in the back and then skinny ones on the front. Take off with that. The King Cuda. This is another one I've seen in stores. I never really looked into getting it, but the reason I want to get it is because this up there, the fact that it was signed, and it's a Hot Wheels car with an open hood. You don't see that too much, in my opinion. This is a casting I have never seen before. I never knew they released this one. The 68 Chevelle SS 396. This thing looks great. Let me get a close-up. It has a bunch of brands on the side, like an old race car. It's got Hot Wheels back there. I think it says Mothers down there. That's like a really old brand. I know they got I can't remember it. I know the one Volkswagen I showed earlier actually has that on it. Something like that. Next car is, what's it gonna be? Ooh, a Dodge Charger RT. Mopar, actually. They have a few Mopar cars recently. I don't know why. They've been sponsoring the brand Mopar for a while. Or, well, a lot recently. Not a while, but pretty neat car, I gotta say. I like the color on that one. It's the last one. And there it is. The deep blue Copo Camaro I was talking about. I think they got another color in blue for this one, actually. Hold on. There we go, guys. Oh, I gotta get out. There you go. Pagani Huayra. Now, this is another one sponsored. This is Brembo, or yeah, Brembo instead of Mopar. Okay, I was just talking in my head real quick, make sure that I didn't call the other one Mopar and not Brembo. So if I did, correct me on that. But this is the Brembo Pagani Huayra. Sorry. I know they have this in silver, blue, maybe like green from what I remember. Pepper's over there messing with one of the boxes. Ben can now get a Pagani Huayra.
Yay!
We got 2 of them now. I can grab the other one. Huayra. Pretty neat car. I'd like to see the do the Zonda R for Hot Wheels and stuff. That'd be pretty neat. They haven't done it. Now, this is a GTR R34. I know they got this one in a Super Treasure Hunt. This isn't it, but the Super one has rubber tires, fancy rims. I think they're called Real Riders from what I remember. And it has Spectra Flame paint, the old paint they used to use for the older Hot Wheels cars. Oh, that's pretty neat. The Tesla Roadster was Starman. A while back, Tesla launched a Tesla Roadster into space with some something in it. I think it was like a little model of like a guy or something, some ragdoll. But they live streamed the Tesla flying around in space, and Hot Wheels made a Hot Wheels car for it. So that's pretty funny. I like that one. We got one more in here. Oh, I think that's new. I don't think I've seen this one. Pulling it out, I have, but I know they got this one in green, the Indy 500 oval. Pretty neat looking casting. If you're an F1 fan, I suggest looking out for that. And gone. I got 2 more packets left. Heard something that sounded like solid metal in here. Maybe it's an older one. Now we're gonna start off with the Guaczilla. Now, Tanner Fox made his own R35 GTR, and Hot Wheels seem to have actually made one. There's his logo right there. Pretty cool. Track Manga. I could have sworn they made one called Mad Manga, which had like a fixed canopy at top of it. I know they got this one with like fancier rims, like I can't remember what the type of rim was called, but it's like pink and blue and all that stuff. Crazy different colors for this one. Here's one I saw and I really debated on getting because I didn't know if I was gonna see it again. It looked really cool. It was really unique. It's the 2018 Ford Mustang GT. I'll let you get a closer look on this one because this one looks pretty cool. If you see anything in here that looked interesting, then maybe you could ask for it. I'll make a separate video filming those cars specifically, the ones that get the most asked for in the comments or something like that. Here's another one like these two from the same series actually, Speed Blurs. They have some really fancy looking decals. They look really nice. Oosh. This is the last packet, guys. We're gonna start with the Ford. Yeah, this is a Ford, guys. It's the Honda City Turbo 2, which I don't know much about this car. I know a lot about the Civics and stuff, but I really know nothing about this one. Ooh, I saw this one in store today. I was gonna get it, but I didn't end up getting it. The Fairlady 2000. I really like the yellow in this one. It looks like mustard. Cool. Okay, we got 3 more in here. We got a Ford Focus RS, neat looking green. I could have sworn they're making a new model of the Focus actually. Ford Focus ST. I don't recall them actually releasing it in the United States from what they said. Maybe like Germany, let me think. I can't remember, but I could have sworn they're making an exclusive Ford Focus for like a different country altogether. Another 57 Chevy. I'll be giving this one to Ben because it's a duplicate of one we already saw. And here we go, guys. The last car. Oh, what is it? The Rip Rod. Now, this is a best for track car, and it's actually quite funny this is the last car. This is one of Hot Wheels cover cars recently. It was used for a Forza game a while back, and speaking about that, what's kind of funny is that old Forza game had this car in it. It was the, I think, yeah, Rip Rod. It was for the Hot Wheels DLC in Forza Horizon 3. Now see, this one's for 4. They didn't do much Hot Wheels, but I know the car makes another appearance in the 4th game. It's on the auction house, you have to look around for it. It's one of the limited ones. Kind of hard to find, so this is the finishing results of all the cars I got. I think the oldest one is the old Porsche right here. I really like these two, the Celica and that Porsche. Those are really neat. The ones I didn't know about for this video was this car right here, the red GoPro car. I didn't know about that. I didn't know about, where is it? There it is. This old Chevelle right here, or at least in that color scheme. I might have seen it and looked over it a bit, but that's the finishing result of my Hot Wheels unboxing. And that was my Hot Wheels unboxing from a fan. He ended up sending all this stuff on R3B's over on that channel. If you want to see the other stuff he sent, go check out the video. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, share the channel with your friends possibly. But yeah, thanks for watching. One last thing real quick is I want to thank Steven, my connection from my buddy from Los Angeles. Thank you so much for sending all this. It was great fun opening them one after another. I had a majority of these I actually did not have, so they'll be cool to add to the collection. I know some of them I'm gonna be opening, but some of them I'm not, so maybe I'll do videos on the one I opened, test them on tracks and stuff, just show them close up and all. Thank you so much.